Hey everybody, it's Christina of CraftyPaws. I'm here to share with you guys this cute little springtime card that I made with one of the ducks from the Scrapping for Less Just Ducky stamp set. And I also used some scrap papers also from Scrapping for Less. And then this tiny little orange polka dot was actually not pattern paper, but I'll get to that later and share with you guys a little secret for when I want to create my own pattern paper. So first I'm going to share with you guys some really simple Copic coloring. This image is so cute, and the portions of this image that I'm coloring are pretty small. So I'm actually just using two Copic colors to do some simple shading. So the bill and the little legs I'm doing in orange, and the fluffy or yellow parts of the duck I am using two yellows, a paler and a mid-tone yellow, just to get in some shading, some three-dimensionality, but I'm not really getting too deep into more detailed Copic coloring that I might do by adding, grays or even a third color within the color combination. The little slicker I decided to color up with this kind of lime green. It's kind of a key lime green. I decided to color up his little boots that way, and also add some striping to his little hat with that green. The shading I'm adding is just along the sides where the top of the hat meets the brim, where there's a cast shadow by the little duckling's face over the collar, the lower parts of the slicker, and the lower parts of the boots, the edges. And I'm just doing some super, super quick shading there, as you can see, and then doing a little bit of blending back with the lighter green color. So I realized at this point that I forgot to color up the little duck's rear end, so I'm gonna just do that really quick and add a little bit of shading to that area as well, re-emphasize the shadowed areas under the brim, lower parts of the wing, and the bottom parts like by the belly. I decided to add kind of a warm gray. It's almost like a putty color, and that's with an E70 and 71, just to tone down all the kind of citrusy tones of this duck. Then I'm taking a Memento Tuxedo Black marker, and I'm inking up the edges so you don't see the white edges of where I fussy cut out the little ducky. And that, I think, gives a nice finished look. Off camera, I really just colored up the edges of a second duck that I also fussy cut. And this is just a little trick that I wanted to share with you guys to add a little dimension. So layering these two ducks with some double-sided foam tape, I think, is a great way to add some interest and dimensionality to this image. And I think, especially for non-crafters, when they receive a card that has dimension like this, they're like, wow. And I just think it's a super easy little trick to use. Then for the card front, I'm using a yellow cardstock card base, and I decided I'm going to use this cute citrusy green polka dot. And then I had the scrap of this floral that was from, I think, a kit from last year from Scrapping for Less. And sorry for the blurriness there, as I was using my guillotine cutter. And I'm just going to add this little strip to the lower 1/3. I'm following the rule of thirds here. And where the two pattern papers meet, I thought I would have a nice contrasting little strip. And I didn't have orange polka dot pattern paper, but I did have washi. So I put that on a little strip of extra scrap white cardstock so that I wouldn't see the pattern paper through the kind of translucent washi paper. And I'm just going to cut off the excess there. And I think that looks really clean. I decided for the sentiment area, I wanted to have a frame of that same orange polka dot. So as you can see, I laid down 3 strips of the washi tape, and now I'm just cutting this down into strips. Some of that little white of the cardstock showed, so I'm trying to be careful to cut that straight. And now I'm going to just kind of create a frame around a little scrap of cream colored cardstock. And this is going to be great for adding my sentiment to a clean base so that you can actually read the words easily. And I thought I would just cut that way, but then I decided I wanted mitered corners. So I'm going to just add some little pencil marks and then just really quickly cut with my Fiskars spring-loaded reverse scissors. And I'm doing the same thing for the other side. I'm just taking a little pencil, marking the corners there, inside corner, outside corner, and then I'm going to cut the little ends off and then glue these on so that it looks like it's a mitered corner frame. Cute little trick, I think, and I think it gives a nice finished look to this little piece of cardstock where I'm going to stamp out a sentiment. This is from the Neat and Tangled Better Together stamp set, and I love the really clean capital letters of the just a little and then the script of the hello. I'm using Versamark ink here, and as you can see, I've kind of got it centered, but over to the left side of this little piece of cardstock, and I'm using Zing charcoal gray embossing powder. I didn't want it to be super stark and black because I thought the card, would look better with a gray that was a little bit softer to go with all of these spring colors. And I'm using my heat tool here just to heat that up, and I've got double-sided foam tape on the back of this whole piece, and I've taken off the release paper off camera and I'm centering that there, and then I'm adding more double-sided foam tape behind the underlayer of this little ducky. I'm making sure all the little portions, even the little tiny boots, are enforced in the back with the double-sided foam adhesive. I'm taking off the release paper, and that little ducky is going to be the main accent piece to the right there on that main sentiment. And I'm using Ranger Multi Matte Medium, and I'm going to glue on some sequins that I had from my stash. I have a dark green, a light green, and some silver. Sorry, that was off camera because my camera ran out of storage, but you can see a close-up here, and that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this quick process video. If you enjoyed this process video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.